Reputation management in the search results page is a difficult challenge. And unfortunately, in the world of Google, where everyone Googles your brand name, if someone is slating your service on a search results page that's branded, there are some ramifications of that. Now, we've worked on a few projects like this, and I didn't want to reveal the identity of the people in question, so I've kind of gone for a more generic one here. Now, TalkTalk are a broadband provider in the UK who have a reputation for not being particularly great on their customer service. Now, what I've searched for here is TalkTalk customer services, potentially a website, a search query that people would make if they're considering going with TalkTalk. Now, they've done quite well here. That their main website, all the site links here, some sub pages are all doing very, very well here. But once you get below the fold, there are a number of less positive search results. So this weekly gripe here. It's now taking ages to load. There we go. So here are some people complaining about TalkTalk. And TalkTalkHell.wordpress.com is a blog, presumably, in no way being positive about TalkTalk. So from TalkTalk's perspective, it's like, okay, well, this is, not great news, because we have websites here which are being negative about us, rightly or wrongly, and I'll come to rightly or wrongly in a future episode, but they want to try and do their best to ensure that those negative results are less high profile than they might have been. Now, they've done quite well here. They've got a lot of their results here. But I'm going to go through some of the quick wins they can do to try and outperform these negative results. Now, first off, you want to look at the pages that are below your negative ones. So we've got 3 negative results here: Weekly Gripe, and TalkTalkHow.wordpress.com. Now, below that, we have the TalkTalk Members Forum. Now, this is, I think, an unofficial website, if I'm sure here, but is monitored and followed by members of the staff there. So there will be some positive feedback in here, there'll be some negative feedback, but the forums are monitored by TalkTalk staff. So therefore, it probably is a better place to have people come into that website than potentially a website that's being negative about them. So what you then do is, okay, this TalkTalk Members Forum, does that have any inbound links? So let's see what we've got here. So I'm going to open Site Explorer, which is one of the best quick rank checking tools. Take a couple of seconds here. And it's showing, it's got, how many links here? 1850 from 27 different domains. So not very many, but it's ranking reasonably well there. So I would then say, okay, well, dear SEO team member or SEO company working for me, I'm concerned about the negative results that are appearing for my profile, for my, for this branded search term. How can I improve it? Well, I would then do some of the high volume, easy to administer link building for them. So I would then start doing some link building to TalkTalkMembers.com, maybe some article syndication, maybe some directory submission, all this type of thing, where essentially you're doing that website a favour, but a little bit selfishly, what you're doing is ultimately benefiting yourself there, because you're then moving up a positive or neutral search result rather than a negative one as well. Now, if I go back a step here as well, what's interesting is there aren't really many social media profiles there. Now, I imagine TalkTalk have a Twitter profile. So here, there's their press office. So they've got a Twitter profile here called TalkTalk Tips, which presumably, I imagine, is being run by their PR department or the like, and is, reasonably well followed here. They've got, 3,000 followers. So I would say, well, rather than going with one called TalkTalk Tips, maybe they could introduce a new one called TalkTalk Customer Service. Now, not only would they might struggle with the length there, but bear with me on this. And then they could be answering some customer service queries on Twitter Very good from a social media perspective. Lots of electronics companies have done very well having customer service people on Twitter on their behalf. So very, very good, very, very sensible from that point of view as well. But then you would find that TalkTalk customer service profile with a few links built at it, the fact it says it's TalkTalk customer service, will very quickly rank on that first page of those results there. So that's really the two quickest wins when it comes to online reputation management. See the pages that are already ranking below the negative results, and then do some proactive positive link building towards them. And my second tip is create some social media profiles like we talked about in the previous episode using Noam, but try and focus around keywords that you're particularly trying to target. Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook always do very, very well, but don't be afraid to explore some of the smaller social networks, which with a little bit of link building pointing at them will very quickly do very well. And my third and final tip is find positive or neutral stories on news websites, so high profile, trusted news websites. Point a few links at them because there's such trust in that domain name. If you've got a story about you on Guardian that's neutral, or a story about you on the not the Times because they've gone behind the paywall, but on the Telegraph website or on TechCrunch or any website that's very well trusted, point a few additional links to that website and it'll perform very, very well on branded search terms. So that's really the trick of reputation management in the search engine results. Improve pages that aren't doing very well, find pages that won't need much to perform well, and then create some pages that you know are going to perform well on those search results pages.